Hey, 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 what is good, everybody? Welcome back to Peaches and Powerbombs. I am one half of the Peaches, Alora Preslee. And on my other side, yeah, Majestic Marie. We are back together again. So how's it been going?
Everything's been crazy and a whirlwind, but we're on the right track. So I'm happy about that. I
Yeah,
was very,
just before we went live, my power went out.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Gosh. Yeah. See, even making my comeback, there was like a wall in front, but hey, but God, right?
We got it, though. We got it. We're breaking the walls down, as Chris Jericho says.
That's right. That's right. People were waiting for us. We got Julian in the house. We doing good. He called to make sure we were still going live.
That's when you know you got. That's when you know you got something going for you if they're calling and clamoring for it. Thank you so much.
Yes. And of course, Christine, one of our regulars. Whoop, whoop.
love our regulars.
Yes.
So guys, like always, if you are here, please make sure you like and share and subscribe to Peaches and Powerbombs on all the platforms. We are live tonight in Facebook and YouTube. And Alora, it is customary, as we all know, to have the Briscoe brothers get us hyped up for the show. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
But yes.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready.
You can say you're ready as many times as you want.
That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Y'all boys ain't ready.
There's no way, man. Talking about they anxious. You hear him, chick?
Hey,
somebody losing sleep.
They losing sleep, baby. Man, I've been getting the best sleep of my life.
I've been snoring, baby. I've been snoring.
Dreaming about this ass.
That never gets old.
No.
And I don't know if I will ever have the heart to change our hype video or not.
No, of course not.
It's great. And guys, since the little segue here, we won't spend too much time on it. This is a mostly WWE episode because we've been kind of neglecting our friends over there in the WWE, and shame on us because it's WrestleMania season and we're just leaving them out to dry. But it's been crazy over here at Peaches and Powerbombs. But I do want to mention that our boy Eddie Kingston will be defending the Ring of Honor Championship at Supercard of Honor next Friday against one of the men in the video, Mark Briscoe. I am an Eddie ride or die. Everybody knows that. I will cheer for him no matter who it is that he's facing, but if Mark wins, I'm not going to be too upset about it.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it. I don't know if he's ever had a major singles title, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he has.
So,
yeah.
It would be super special and super sweet and super emotional if he did win. But does it have to be Eddie? Does it have to be against Eddie?
I know, right? I know.
But at least it's two guys that love each other, so there's that too. So we're just excited to see the match. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Man, my feelings are still hurt, like, over y'all. I've wrestled with myself to go to the March 5th show or 6th show.
March 5th.
And
March 6th. You're right.
It was 6th. It was 6th. And we were short of help at work, and I was like, man, I better not, and Okada debuts, my feelings are just hurt. Like, y'all don't understand the hurt in my heart. Like, but there's always the next time. Yep. I'm sorry he took the Continental Championship from Eddie.
Ugh.
I know he's on the boo list. I'm sorry.
He is totally on the boo list.
But
I was excited to see him for about a half a second on the March the 7th show for that Collision taping.
yeah.
That was exciting for a minute and a half, and then, Eddie came out there and I was like, please beat that dude down. I don't care.
We getting into it in just a second, Julian. I think Mina wants to know too. You heard her yapping over here.
Yeah.
Y'all, she been resting all afternoon. She was ready for this moment. See?
Okay, so I know this is out of order, but we're going to go ahead and take care of some news before we get into any storyline, show, that type of stuff. Shayna Baszler is going to be part of GCW Bloodsport, and she's facing someone from TNA, I believe. Someone Slamovich. I can't remember her first name.
Oh, I'll look.
My brain just died. I had her name, and I was like, I'm going to remember it, and then I forgot. I'm getting old, people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Masha Slamovich.
Okay, and she is from TNA. So, exciting things going on. Did you ever think that WWE would ever play nice with others?
No.
Now, to be fair, GCW is more of on the fighting
MMA side of
MMA
things.
style of things, more than wrestling, but it's still really interesting that they're allowing her to go off and do something on her own like this. So congratulations to Shayna Baszler for getting to do something cool like this.
Yeah, for sure.
And Shayna's really cool, and she's really tough, and it'll be exciting.
Tough as nails.
To really be exciting to see.
Do you want to come up here or not?
Julian is saying hello to Princess Mina, so.
Oh, yeah. Princess. She knows it too, y'all.
Christine is giving us the love, and we appreciate that. All right, so are you ready to talk about some story and some show and some fun stuff that's just been going on in the WWE?
Yeah.
This has been absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Who would have ever thought that The Rock would show up consistently every week in 2024, and that he has been more of a mainstay on the show than Roman Reigns, their champion, has been?
Hey, I can't argue that. That's for sure. How did Cody say he's The Rock is Roman's side chick?
I don't know.
Side chick wants to get known now. Look.
It's kind of been feeling like it's the other way around, and Roman is The Rock's side chick. That's how it's felt. I mean, and I don't think that's really Roman's fault at all. It's just that The Rock has such a dynamite presence, right? He just
really does.
He fills the room. And, everybody else is just like trying to breathe, but
hey, it's that Taurus energy. I mean,
I don't know about all of that stuff, but
seriously, someone who's seen The Rock in person, like, I mean, it really is a vibe. And I mean, I remember, like, when he came out, he had a promo with John Cena, and like everybody in the arena was standing up. Like, nobody would, I mean, nobody was distracted or anything. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand.
Yeah,
that's when you have something special, and that's why The Rock is a one-of-a-kind talent, because he can do that. Like, he whether it's 15,000 people or 75,000 people, he's got the crowd in the palm of his hand. He knows how to do it.
Yeah, rub it in that you've seen The Rock in person. I'm just kidding. I went all the way to Tampa to try to see The Rock in person. And he waits 6 days later until they were in Podunk, Alabama, to show up. And I'm like, really?
God.
Really?
I know, Mina. She's even like, I can't believe this.
I knew it. She was resting up this afternoon to be able to show herself.
She's showing her butt, y'all. She is showing her butt.
It's funny though. Man, The Rock has been so funny though. It's, you know, he's always been great and he always does his little shtick. But in moments like these, you really can see how much he gets everything. And I think we forget that he knows from town to town it'll change about whether or not they'll really like him or not. And he just changes right along with them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in a blink of an eye. That Rock concert was hilarious. Last night was amazing. And, you know, Cody said it. He said, we're in that awkward 2 weeks away from WrestleMania where nothing really is happening. And he's right. It usually is that way. But last night was absolutely bonkers. And it felt like a go-home show of Monday Night Raw. It was crazy. I don't know if you got to see any of it or not.
I saw some clips. I really didn't watch the Rock and Cody stuff too much. I was trying to catch up on SmackDown, but right. I did read the recaps and just seen this stuff. So I was a lot of people praised Raw last night. A lot of them were going as far as saying this is the best Raw in years. And
it was.
I think a part of it had to do because it was in Chicago. They always try to bring it when they're in Chicago, but at the same time, it's like y'all need to bring it every week too. You know,
right. And it's not that the show has been bad consistently since the Royal Rumble. It really hasn't been. Mm-hmm. Some of them are a little slower than others, but they haven't necessarily been bad. Cody looked kind of, I don't know, against Roman on SmackDown. I wasn't sure. I was like, what are we doing with him? I mean, he doesn't look as good against Roman as he was against, you know, kind of being toe-to-toe with The Rock. But then when he got with Roman, it was like he was backing down a little bit. But that might have been on purpose because Roman's beat him before. Right. That's the thing. Roman is in his head. Roman is his kryptonite. Mm-hmm. So that might have been on purpose, and people are just not really thinking about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I like the fact that Cody has allies in Seth and Jay. Yes. But with that being said, excuse me, I'm trying to get comfortable here because, you know, cat and...
I get it.
Yeah.
Last week I was streaming with the dog in my arm like this because he would not, he has anxiety, my mom's dog, and mm-hmm. he doesn't like to be left in a room by himself.
Aww.
And I tried to get him like his little bed next to me while I was streaming, and he was like, nope. So I was like, okay, you're going to be co-host tonight, Coco. And I had him in my arm like this the whole time.
Aww. Oh,
don't worry, Mina, you're not being replaced.
She's just good.
Especially not by no dog, right?
Oh, God, that hurt her feelings. Let's see. Are you sure it's not Queen Mina? She working her way there.
Yeah, for real.
But she does come to Princess, so we're going to leave it at that as long as we can.
Right. We don't want it to go to her head too much. Okay. What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Well, good evening to Timothy. And I already know what's coming next.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
He had to get you.
So rude.
How rude. Oh gosh, that was funny. We were talking about the bloodline.
Yes. But for real, how rude.
How rude.
Oh gosh. Oh man. Yeah. So now we know, since we've been on, we really wasn't quite sure how they were going to go about with everything, but now it's pretty much set in stone. Night one is Roman versus The Rock, which is like the ultimate.
Roman and The Rock versus.
Yeah, Roman and The Rock, which is the ultimate dream team of Samoans, beautiful Samoans. I'm sorry. No, seriously, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. So we're going to get to see that, and I think whatever happens in this match is going to be a big part in how night 2 is going to happen with Roman and Cody.
Yep. I really liked how they set all that up, where the tag team match actually feels like it means something, and it's not just something to do on night 1. It will actually determine and has a stake in that title match on night 2, and that's brilliant. That's really brilliant. I'm excited about that.
And to people were saying, Roman's gonna work both nights. It's not fair. Okay, so we got Roman working both nights, Seth working both nights, and Cody working both nights. So you got 3 of them, and everybody's happy.
Why are they complaining about Roman working both nights while in the same breath? While in the same breath, they say that he's not there enough and he doesn't wrestle enough. Oy.
Fickle! We need that. Fickle!
Yes, we do. I'm going to get to work on that. That'll be on the list for next week. That's crazy.
Yeah, they get mad at that. They get mad he ain't on enough. They get mad when he does come on. It's like I was a page that I follow, and I've actually talked to this guy, and hopefully after WrestleMania we'll try to get him on the show. His name is Alex. Not my nephew, but it's another guy named Alex. He's a YouTube personality, but he has a page on here called Alex's World. And he had posed a question earlier, was it time for should Roman break Hogan's record? Because we're about 160-ish days away from that. And everybody's like, no, he shouldn't break the record. He shouldn't break the record. And I'm sitting there like, well, records are made to be broken.
I know, but if it's not Cody right now, when?
Yeah, that's where go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Another point is that if Cody loses, he can't challenge Roman again. So if he loses, it will not be Cody that brings Roman down.
Yeah, and that's why it's just me personally, I like to see Roman break Hogan's record because it's a 40-year-old record. And I mean, Roman's reign is monumental in itself, but I mean, yeah, it's got to be Cody, because it can't be nobody else. It can't be.
Bruno Sammartino's record is like a 50-year-old record or 60-year-old record, and
nobody's beating that record. I mean,
he would have to have that title for 5 more years in order to break that thing.
I seriously doubt that. That's coming from a diehard Roman fan. That I seriously doubt that's happening. But I really didn't think he would make it this close to Hogan's record, and here we are.
I know.
And,
I know. In February, he broke Hogan's second record, not his first one, but his second one. So
right.
He has broken one of them, but not the one that everybody thinks about. So
yeah. So it's just that's kind of like that is kind of a tricky situation. But I think most of the things, most of the scenarios that's been going on or projected or whatever, I think Triple H has handled most of them pretty well. So we'll see what they got up their sleeves. But I still think it's gonna be Cody. I really want to see Roman beat the record, but you know, I think one of my one of the things here is that I want to see, you know, if it's going to be the final boss and all this, you got to get some of the biggest people involved, because Roman kept them like Sammy. Somebody has it somewhere. I might have it on my page somewhere. I need to share it. But it's like you need to have Sammy show up or Jay show up and try to apprehend the bloodline or whatever, and do this epic scene or whatever. But and then too, there's another thing. They got a new shirt and it says family above all else, I think, or everything.
Okay.
What if they do have Roman keep the championship? Jey Uso could be a very big factor.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a theory that the bestie told me about the other day, and I was like, I said, there's so many things at play.
I know it could go either way. It could be Cody, it could be Roman. I have a little inkling, but I could be totally wrong. Okay. So I think that The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to win night one. And it's going to enforce bloodline rules. And one of those rules is going to be that The Rock is the special guest referee in night two.
Yeah.
And you're going to have The Rock count the 1, 2, 3 for Cody. And Roman's going to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be like, look, I'm on the board of directors. All my bosses, all my colleagues are watching. I had to cut, I had to do it right, And Roman's not going to take too kindly to that. And that will set up maybe something between the two of those.
Yeah. I think we're going to get Rock versus Roman Reigns for sure. Yeah. And that would be the way to set it up for sure. Randy says, hey, how are y'all doing?
Hi, Randy.
Yes, the Rock concert was funny. Christine does not like Roman.
Bless her heart.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a whole lot of fun with it either way. I'll be sad. I'll be sad that Roman's reign will come to an end. But I'll be very happy for Cody. Yeah. Roman's reigns are going to come to an end, y'all.
Oh man. Besides The Rock versus Roman, what would you see Roman doing next besides that? Do you see him taking the rest of the year off and waiting until next season, or do you see him doing a little bit of here and there for like a SummerSlam or whatever with someone? If he loses the title, that is.
If he loses.
I guess they could run him and Cody again at SummerSlam, for his rematch. That would be the obvious choice, because how would you have a champion be a champion for 3 years and not give him a rematch?
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing too. I don't think it's been announced, but there's been rumors, and I heard this on Fightful too. Hold on.
Okay. Fightful is credible.
Yeah, it's very credible. Hold on. I put it in, and they put it in for something else. Google, you have one job.
For real.
Let's see here.
Roman does not leave and go to AEW, Christine. I'm sorry.
No, that is not happening whatsoever.
Tony Khan would have to pay that man $7 million in order to get him. Oh man. I think I would have a heart attack and die if I ever saw that.
Okay. Okay, nothing's confirmed yet, I think. I do know SummerSlam's confirmed for Cleveland.
Yep.
There's
There's rumors about next year's WrestleMania being in Minnesota.
Yeah, I've heard that. Okay. See, there was a heavy rumor a while back that Fightful reported on their podcast that there was a huge rumor the Survivor Series could be taking place in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. We've talked about it before.
Yeah. And see, that would be ideal for Cody to win it there because that's where Dusty had that WWE Championship win, only for it to be taken away from him.
I understand that, but they have put a stipulation on this match at WrestleMania that if he loses, he can no longer challenge Roman for the title.
Yeah, he's in a must-win situation. But yeah, this was. Oh wait, never mind. This is what? Hold on. What in the world? You know how you click on something and it says current date?
Yeah.
And then when you bring it up, it's like from 6 years ago. Seriously? I'm glad I ain't
Don't you just love that?
Oh my God, seriously. But no, nothing's announced for Survivor Series, so obviously that kind of went out. So
well, they could probably still have Survivor Series there. I just don't know about the Cody situation. They would have to worm it some way because they have already said that. And he said that last night on Monday Night Raw too, that this is it. He can't go up against Roman after this. So
I was going to say too that when does WWE follow through on everything? Not always.
Sometimes
they do, but a lot of times they don't.
3% yes and 97% no.
Thank you.
I think they would in this case though, because they have to have Cody is their white meat babyface who is a good role model for the kids.
Oh,
you have to have your babyface keep his word. So
yeah, it's probably time. As much as I don't want to admit it.
Timothy says, that The Rock has a busy schedule.
Yeah, it's at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Well, we'll have some winners in there. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Browns, but
more than likely not.
Yeah. Oh, poor Browns. Oh, they were my dad's favorite team, and Lord.
He was a ride or die, right?
He really was.
He died more than Rhodes.
Oh, man. I mean, he has a whole room in the house. He had a whole room in the house dedicated to the Browns. It's called the Browns room. It is untouched. Yeah, I get, that's about the only time I kind of get in tears about the Browns is when I go into the Browns room.
I'm sure you do.
That's kind of a bittersweet, but
the Cleveland Browns have been probably bringing tears to eyes for years. So,
oh, you're just asking for it, Timothy.
Listen. I have been very fair and nice and have not said anything about your disgusting Duke Blue Devils. So leave my Eddie Kingston out of this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Are you a sissy?
Bad Shane's not here right now.
I know, but
Scenario that we haven't talked much about, and that's Seth Rollins.
yes, we need to talk about him.
The butt end of the joke as far as The Rock and Roman Reigns goes, and he's just been kind of, on Cody's side there. And but he's been holding his own against The Rock too.
Mm-hmm.
He's been looking pretty good. But we're going to go ahead and segue talking about Seth Rollins and getting into the World Heavyweight Championship match between him and Drew McIntyre. I know we've talked about what we think will happen, but last night it was announced that CM Punk will be at WrestleMania and he will be the special guest commentator for this match. What do you think?
Oh my God. I just love Drew in this role. I love it. I loved their promo last night too. They were all three were going at it.
Hater Drew is the best Drew.
Yes. He had a video on TikTok where he was working out and he was talking shit about CM Punk, and then he turns on the TV and it plays "Cry Me a River" by Justin Timberlake. I died.
Don't skip bicep day. It was great. Did you see his video yesterday where he went to Mindy's Bakery?
Yes.
And he was like, "Oh, it's closed." Well, I didn't want to eat that piece of garbage anyway. Like, my gosh.
Did you see his shirt and it says DM Hunk on there? I was like,
yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh man, I love Drew right now. I mean, I was like, man, just to hear them go at it. I could hear them go at it the entire 3 hours of Raw, and I'd be perfectly happy.
Oh man, it was
that entertaining.
CM Punk was unhinged, and it was great. I loved it. I loved it. Everything he did last night. It made me go, CM Punk, why do you have to be injured right now? I missed you so much. It was so funny. It's like Drew looked at him and goes, "Hey, you want to know what I think, Punk?" And CM Punk goes, "No."
And he proceeded to talk anyway.
And Drew McIntyre turns around and shows him the back of his shirt and goes, "See what it says right here? Injure CM Punk." And then CM Punk said, "I never had to put another man's name on a t-shirt in order to sell it."
And then when he called Seth and Drew dipshits, Drew was like, "PG, brother."
Yep. Fantastic. Oh man. It just made me so hyped up and excited about this more than I was. I mean,
yeah.
I was always excited about the match itself, and Drew has been fun, but his attention has been more on CM Punk than actually Seth Rollins. So I was like, what are they building here? Because it looks like if a casual fan were just to watch this, they would assume that the match would be Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, not Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Right.
So, but they wheeled it back in by bringing Seth Rollins out there last night and being part of that too. So,
and Seth made the point too that like CM Punk hasn't really been crossing his mind, you know. So I think that was a good point by Seth last night.
Yes. Well, and to be fair, Seth Rollins has very big fish to fry.
Yes,
including
he does.
The final boss, The Rock, as one. So, he's got his little plate full at WrestleMania. Yeah.
I definitely see Drew winning though, because I can't wait to see what he's got. If he's great now, wait till after he wins the championship, what all he's got to say.
Either way, I do not see Seth Rollins coming out as with the title. Either Seth wins and somebody cashes in, or Drew wins.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just Drew.
I forgot about that.
I don't know.
You know, I really do think Damian Priest could cash in. I really do think that.
And it would be perfect because the last person,
all about it.
the last person to actually cash in at WrestleMania during a match was Seth
Rollins.
And to have it done to him would be great.
Yes.
And the fact that they haven't mentioned that briefcase at all.
But what if Drew does win and then Priest cashes in?
See, that would be perfect too, because it would go right along with what Drew McIntyre
either
has
way,
been saying.
I would like to see Drew win and then get it taken away from him, because then he would have a reason to gripe about being screwed, and it keeps him busy until Punk is healthy enough to come back.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I think that if that's the case, then they should have a match at Backlash, Drew versus Damian Priest, and maybe throw Seth Rollins into a triple threat type situation. And then Damian Priest can pin Seth Rollins and still keep the title, leaving Drew McIntyre still looking okay until Drew McIntyre finally maybe beats Damian Priest for the title at either Money in the Bank or something. So,
and don't forget that Backlash is going to be in France this year.
Oh, so that would be cool.
Yeah. So, uh-oh.
By the way, I'm all for them doing all of the what we call B pay-per-views overseas.
Mm-hmm.
That is brilliant, because when they're done here, they're just like, oh yay, a mid pay-per-view, but we're here.
I just seen that they're doing an NXT pay-per-view in Savannah on May 26th. That's new.
Cool. Cool for them.
I might have to go see Trick Williams. I don't know.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that he was with Lash Legend.
All right, we're going to get through some comments real quick. Christine says that was great. Their banter was great. Yes, it was. PIWA Wrestling on YouTube. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, by the way. We love our friends over there. McIntyre has to come out with this with gold. It just makes sense. I would not be upset if he does. I think the only thing that I just don't see happening is Seth winning.
Yeah, I just don't see Seth winning at all.
Julian is also picking Drew. Christine says, wow, that was a while ago. And they haven't really focused on the case lately. Out of sight, out of mind. Exactly.
That's right.
Ray,
that's why I forgot.
Ray says, hello, Adam Cole is king. Why did they let Wardlow get crushed? Orange is 8.4 pounds. Ray, all day, my sweet friend who has been joining me lately on the TRWC tailgate party every Wednesday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern, by the way. Check me out tomorrow. I'm very sad about that. I don't see how Wardlow can come back from that. He got absolutely demolished by Samoa Joe in that World Championship match. It was ugly.
Poor Wardlow.
Yeah. He's like Samson. He cut his hair and he lost all his strength. So that magic hair.
I know, Christine, if you live in Ohio, you have to. Yeah, I understand. Hey, I talked to you. You know, I got Ohio ties. And plus, Dad was a Browns fan. And, you know, I'm always going to have love for Cleveland, even though they let us down. I'm personally a Dolphins fan, so.
Cool. I don't have an NFL team. I'm more of a college girl. The only professional sport I really follow is baseball. So Go Braves.
Yes. Chris from Straight Up Wrestling Show.
Hi, Chris.
Hey. Good to see you. Good to see you. And
so,
my mind went blank.
Are you ready to talk about one of the most dominant champions, especially in the Intercontinental circuit, that we have seen in a really long time? We are talking about Gunther. And it looks like his opponent for WrestleMania will be Sami Zayn.
Yes.
And as always, Mr. Gunther is just looking at the competition and going, "You have to be kidding me. This, I don't see it. I don't see it." Very very confident, very spicy, and we are all here for it.
If we have 2 major title reigns broken in WrestleMania, that's probably not a good thing. So I could see Gunther I think Sami Zayn's going to give him a run for his money.
Oh, of course, he always does.
Yeah. Do I see Sami Zayn win it? I would love for Sami to win, but I don't see it. Maybe they could have a program through the summer, perhaps.
Maybe
SummerSlam, perhaps.
I don't know if it should be Sami to be the one to dethrone Gunther or not. I don't know who it should be. I have some possibilities of who it could be. They could go the Chad Gable route.
Yeah.
Chad is lost right now after losing in the gauntlet match. He could, pull himself up by his bootstraps and go after it and be the underdog hero that everybody loves to get behind. We could have that. We could have Gunther's arch nemesis, who is currently the NXT champion, if I'm not mistaken. Dragunov is NXT champion right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's he about to face anyway?
I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't keep up with NXT like that.
I watch clips and that's about as much as I get done. But just enough to be I can talk about it for like a half a second. There's been rumors about him coming up and it being him. There's also been stuff about Braun Breaker. I don't want it to be Braun Breaker, guys.
No.
Well,
I thought about it because they had a good thing at a Royal Rumble, but now, now that we kind of been away from that, I'm like, yes, I'm definitely okay with that. But yeah, who beats Gunther? I don't know.
I don't know. Out of all of those selections, Chad Gable has the most emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Dragunov has the history.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Breaker has the power that can match. So, I don't know. I guess all of those are possibilities.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Gunther just has it's almost like he's beaten everybody and you're just like, who's left?
Adrenaline in my soul.
No. Absolutely not.
No, I'm kidding.
Here we go. Where are you at? Let's go. There you are.
Girl.
No. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Man. Gunther was great. I love him so much.
Yeah. Oh man, he has been on a roll. I was hoping for that too, Christine, but they kind of knocked that out too.
They've already done that. I was hoping that we would do the Jimmy and Jay thing at WrestleMania, and we are. And then we would do the Jey Uso goes after Gunther. But they've already done that. I don't know. Of course, they've already done Chad Gable too, so who knows?
Yeah.
But
well, they used the thing with Gunther as a scapegoat to set up Jimmy versus Jay, even though I mean
that's
just
true.
To continue that, so I mean,
okay, we could maybe say Jey Uso comes out there and he goes, "My brother cost me the Intercontinental Championship. I took care of him at WrestleMania," which we all expect him to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've gotten personal business out of the way, I have to take care of my my real business. So Gunther, here I come to get what was, the opportunity that was mine before my brother got involved. We could do that. I like this, Alora. That's why we do these podcasts together.
Yes. I don't hate
Oh,
it, Christine.
Gosh. No.
I don't hate it, but I don't see it.
I do. I hate it. No. I mean, it'd be a lot of meat, but I don't know if that's the kind I want.
Even Mina's like, I don't know about that one.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Nelson, good to see you. He was on the show last week. Sorry I missed you.
He was, and it's exciting. He has a really neat opportunity come June 7th and 8th. He is putting on a big birthday bash show. It'll be a Friday night from 6 to 8, I believe, and a Saturday afternoon from 12 to 3. It'll be outside, free of charge, the wrestling part. And then if you want to go inside and play video games, I think the wristband, play as many video games as you want, is $11. And all the legends will also have their merchandise table set up inside as well. And if you, I'll be there.
Where's that at again?
It'll be in Marietta, Marietta, Georgia. And it's exciting. I'm excited about going. So, All right. Shameless plug from Mr. The manager of champions is done. Yay! At Flashback Games, yes. I couldn't remember the name of it. Meat Madness, yes, absolutely. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So who knows what's next for Gunther, but whatever it is, it's going to be big and it's going to be great. Do you know when that Germany show is going to be? Is it in September or something? I think it's after SummerSlam or right before SummerSlam 1.
It is right after SummerSlam. SummerSlam is August 3rd and Bash in Berlin is August 31st.
Okay. Do you see Gunther maybe challenging for a world title at that show?
That is very possible.
I mean, he would kind of be the hometown hero for that thing, wouldn't he? I mean, I know it's not the same country.
That's why I was thinking about Backlash in France, because that's kind of Drew McIntyre. Well, he's from Scotland, but that's close by.
Who knows? I don't know if they claim France
when they're overseas like that, they're automatically going to be hometown heroes. So
yeah, obviously.
Sugar Shane is in the house. He said my notifications alarm is not working for some reason. Boom!
Yes, and we might have to play it for him again.
Are you a sissy?
His alarm notifications are a sissy. Can't handle this mess over here. But anyway, it's going to be great for Gunther, whatever direction it is. And let's... Oh, man. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, hopefully by then Gunther will have his visa issues worked out. So... because that was the main reason why he couldn't do Elimination Chamber, was he had visa issues, I think.
Yeah. He is in the process of getting his citizenship, I believe. So, he's in the works of that. So we'll see what happens.
It is quite a process too. So
let's go on to the other mid-card title that's on SmackDown. And we got Daddy Randy Orton versus Big Mouth Logan Paul. And I was a little... Is Kevin Owens in this too?
I think so.
I didn't know it was official yet. I knew Randy and Logan was official, but of course, maybe neither one of them was.
Yep. It's Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens.
Well, I apologize, Kevin Owens. I did not leave you out on purpose. I just thought it wasn't official yet. I knew that they were working towards that. All right, let me fix it real quick. We'll just put his initials since that's what he goes by anyway. There we go.
This is going to be a sleeper match. This is going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because KO and Logan Paul already got that bad blood, and then just add the Viper in. I mean, you're going to have, this is going to be a sleeper match for sure. Everybody's going to be surprised. This would be one I'm kind of wondering, like, if we have a title change, well, do we have somebody retaining the title here as well? You know,
yep.
Could Logan Paul? I'm thinking Logan Paul could retain, but there's a chance that he could lose too.
Well, it's always a possibility. I mean, theoretically, it's always a possibility. Sometimes it's just like, there ain't no way. Right. But I think there's a high chance that he retains here. I'm just really excited for Logan Paul because he gets, you know, he's still kind of a rookie, right? He's still learning as he goes. And, you know, he's a natural. I'm not taking anything away from his talent, but, you know, to anything, even with raw talent, there's always some learning you have to do. And he gets to learn from Randy Orton.
Oh, yeah.
So just think about how even better Logan Paul is going to get after working with Randy.
What he said. It's going to be a banger.
Yes.
That's going to be that match. Everybody's going to be like, dude, I wasn't expecting how good this match was going to be. But, you know, Randy's always been thoroughly consistent. And he pretty much, like, the way his style is, he pretty much can just blend with anybody in a match and make it work. So this is going to, I think it's going to, kind of like how they did the RKO at Elimination Chamber. That was so good. Couldn't happen to a better person.
That man, I swear. It's great.
What about the ending of Raw? That was wild. Yeah?
Yeah, The Rock attacked Cody Rhodes with that belt that said, and I think it said Mama Rhodes on it, and he got his blood all over it, and he said he's keeping his promise. And that was wild. That was wild. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
Mm-hmm.
Or Friday night. Who knows? Yes. That's what I think too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Randy does look phenomenal. He really does.
Yeah, he does.
No pun intended.
We're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to remain professional here on Peaches and Powerbombs. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I was already bad once. We don't need to continue to be bad. The Lord is watching.
we're just it's like going to an art gallery. You don't take anything home. You just admire the beauty that is set before you.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. You're just like, what a work of art. This is
I appreciate this. Thank you.
People are like,
even more beautiful is just how great Randy Orton is in everything that he does. And I love watching him. And I don't think that before his injury, I don't think we really appreciated Randy Orton for truly what he brings to the table. And, you know, after him being gone for so long, you know, he did leave a little bit of a hole, and I am so glad he's back, and I hope he can stay safe and work as much as he wants to until he decides to ride off into the sunset, and hopefully that's not anytime soon.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, we're going to move on to the ladies.
Yay.
I think Bayley's going to win here.
Yes.
I hope. Yeah, Damage Control's getting the upper hand way too much here lately, so I'm ready for Bayley to get the upper hand and take that championship from Io Sky. Bulldogs went. Oh, they won the game.
Which Bulldogs? Christine against Ohio State, I think is what you said, but I don't know which Bulldogs you're talking about.
And she loves your hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Big Tony Storm here on the show.
It is Georgia.
Oh yes, great.
Cool. Gymnastics. We're in postseason in gymnastics right now, and they're doing regionals next weekend, and of course, like my team ended up going to the California regional. They were so close to going to the Florida regional, UCLA, but Georgia gymnastics ain't doing too hot. I hate it for them because they had a good recruiting class and they're just not consistent. And then OU is just like unstoppable, and I'm just like, I just want LSU or Cal to win this year. I just don't want OU to win, even though they're unstoppable. I want LSU and Cal to have an excellent day that day.
Well, let's hope that they do.
Yes.
With Bailey, they are making it very clear that she doesn't have many friends. Naomi is taking pity on her, but I don't know if she's actually friends.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca Belair is not having any of it. She is doing the girl nuh-uh. And she's like, Bailey, you have been on my case for the past several years. You have been coming after me time and time again. And now you are getting your just desserts. And I'm just sitting back and watching the fallout. And karma, baby, karma.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this? Do you think that Bailey is going to come out at WrestleMania as Hugger Bailey? Go back to her roots.
It's possible. I can see it.
I want to see that so bad. I was such a big Hugger Bailey fan. My niece loved Bailey back in the day, and then she was crushed when she turned heel and she started attacking her Bailey buddies. She was like, her Bailey buddies, she tore them down.
Aww.
And I was like, oh, poor baby. And so
hey,
I want to see.
What does she have? That she does have that special entrance, and she brings Izzy out with her.
Oh my goodness!
Because Izzy's training to be a wrestler.
She said she had no friends. That would be fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Marie, have you recovered from the Eddie loss yet? I so felt that coming. Okada is really good, but also the new toy.
No, I have not recovered. I never will. I saw it coming a mile away. I knew it was coming. I wore black on purpose that day because I just knew. I just knew in my heart of hearts it's going to happen. I understand where they're coming from. Okada is a big star.
Is Charlotte anywhere near returning? I mean, there's big history there.
I think she's ahead of schedule, so who knows when that will be. But she's doing very, very well.
He said he didn't think he was.
I see Eddie slowly losing all 3 of his titles and him hitting rock bottom again, and then him finally having to pull himself back up. Because I think that's where he thrives the most, is when he's just mad at everybody. Because, he is the Mad King, so.
He wants to burn everything down, literally.
Yep. That Ring of Honor fire, that Ring of Honor promo he did was fire. I loved it.
Yeah, that was good. Enjoy it, bro, off of YouTube. Thank you for joining us. The Rock was huffing and wheezing during that beatdown. He's too old. Aww.
Poor Rocky. Let's cut him some slack. He's a busy guy. Man, he's just been bringing it all, though. I've been loving it.
You want to come up here?
Okay, let's we're gonna kind of stay with the women here. The next big match for WrestleMania is Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley.
Boy, that promo last night was that was
I haven't seen that part yet. I started making dinner right before it happened and I had to turn it off. So I haven't seen it yet, but I heard great things about it. Obviously, you know, a lot of people are complaining. Of course they do. Fickle. And we're going to get that video clip soon. We're going to have it by next week, guys. And they're like, oh, Becky Lynch has been still in the spotlight. Everybody, this is WrestleMania. You have to make the biggest matches you can. This is the biggest match on the women's side that you can possibly think of with your availability. Charlotte Flair is injured. She's not available. This is huge.
They've been teasing this too beforehand.
And yes, I mean, it was, they had Bianca come out during that press conference. But who were the other two women they had come out? Right here. And they had a big confrontation during that thing. And I don't know. You can't get any better than this. I love it.
It's going to be good.
Yep.
Yep.
You asked for it. Last night was the first time that I ever saw a tease of Rhea Ripley being a little bit disgruntled with the Judgment Day, Alora. She was not happy with their performance one little bit. She looked at JD McDonough and she pleaded, please, dude, will you please win something? And he goes, don't worry, mammy, I gotcha. And he didn't. He ended up losing for the second time in a row to Ricochet. And I don't think Mommy's going to be very excited about this.
No, and she feels like she got to be the leader lately, and I know she's tired of that too.
Yep. So we'll have to see what happens.
Go ahead.
I see Rhea Ripley retaining at WrestleMania.
Really? Okay. I'm good with that. Sugar Shane says he's ready for Tiffy time at WrestleMania.
Is she involved in anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Becky treating Dom the way his parents should have. Right?
Right.
Anybody seen Friday? You know that one epic quote in Friday? After somebody gets knocked out? Yeah, that's what I said after Dom got hit last night. Okay. Ripley wins in a really good match. She's a megastar. Becky is also, but it's just Rhea's time. I agree with that.
Yes.
Christine says Rhea has gotten too big for her britches.
Shame on Rhea, I guess. It's been fun to see her transform the way she has. I remember her on the Mae Young Classic, and she just looked like another girl. And then now, you know, she's one in a million. You know, one in a million.
You know, when I saw her in the Mae Young Classic, I knew there was something special about her. She was somebody that stood out to me, I guess, because of her wrestling. And I was like, there's something special about her. And they brought it out of her. And she just totally stands out.
At the time, she had blonde hair and she looked a lot like Charlotte. So I was just like, oh, another Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't going to go well for her, but it really has, because she's just totally transformed into her own person. And it's been fantastic to see.
Get rid of Tiffy time. She's ridiculous.
I like Tiffy time.
Hey, she impressed me in Elimination Chamber, so.
Yeah, she did. And she's a gymnast too. So, we're still with the women a little bit. We're going to talk about this for just a second. I believe it was last night, but lately, little Miss Candice LeRae has been having a little attitude issues, and her partner, Indy Hartwell, hasn't known exactly how to deal with it. So last night, Candice LeRae told Indy Hartwell, you do things my way or you find yourself a different partner. Are we going to see a little something between Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, do you think?
It's very possible, especially with the change of heart that Candice LeRae's been doing. I felt bad for Maxine because, that really did happen with the fans booing her out of the arena at a house
It
show
did.
recently. But I like the fact that they're turning it into a storyline, and not only does it give her something to work with, it gives somebody else like Candice LeRae something to work with as well, and something that she needed. It makes for something interesting right now. Ivy Niles actually involved in this, standing up for Maxine Dupree. So yeah, this giving these 4 women something, something interesting, and for something for them to do, and it's interesting. So yeah, good for them.
Yeah, especially right now, I'm not sure to the extent of it, but I know that Asuka is currently injured, so therefore the tag titles are kind of in this awkward limbo stage right now. We don't know exactly what's going on with the Kabuki Warriors, if they're going to have to give them up or if they're just going to hold on to it until Asuka's better. Maybe it's not all that serious. But it looks like that the tag team titles will not be on the card at WrestleMania or near WrestleMania. I don't know if maybe they thought to begin with they would have it on SmackDown or something the night before. But anyway, this just gives some other women on the card that are not in the title picture a spotlight, something to do to kind of show the audience, the people backstage, themselves, whatever, what they can do, and I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not a fan of Maxine, but I like the fact that they're kind of turning a bad experience into something positive for her, giving her some TV time and working with somebody like Candice LeRae. So we shall see.
I don't think it's all. Oh, sorry. Whew, it's getting late. I don't think it's been all of Maxine's fault. I mean, I know. I don't know if this is, her thing or not, but she's at least trying, and I'm gonna hope that she continues to try and do better and get it. And if not, maybe she can shine in a different way with just being a valet or something like that. And I just want people to do well. We shouldn't cheer on somebody's demise. So I'm just going to hope that she continues to improve.
Yeah. All right. Just a thought, I could see Dom versus Ray 2, hair versus career, just getting those vibes, especially with Dom's mess of mullets.
Where that's a great segue. Okay, do we have any more comments before we move on?
Christine, for the short time those two have been on WWE, they're awfully cocky and disrespectful. A little too soon. I think she's talking about
Candice LeRae.
Yeah, okay. And then I started watching WoW, and they have a tag team called the Tonga Twins, and they have to be Nia Jax's sisters. They look just like her. I've heard of them.
I don't think Nia Jax.
I've heard a little bit about them, but I don't think they might be cousins. I don't know.
I don't think Nia Jax has any sisters.
No, they might be her cousins. I don't know.
I don't know. For some odd reason, I get the vibe that she's the only child, but I could be completely wrong. Do not quote me.
Yeah.
That's just
I've heard of them. So
well, we'll talk about this. Nothing has been announced or official or anything of the sort. But Dominic Mysterio did show his ugly little face again in that match between his dad, Rey Mysterio, and Santos Escobar, who I love. He's such a great heel. Anyway, he showed up, and Rhea Ripley was a little upset with Dirty Dom for doing this without telling her about it. So
Trouble in Paradise.
The two lovebirds are fighting. But it's going to be interesting to see. I think the person said something about hair versus career. Oh, that would be interesting. And I guess, if I was Rey Mysterio, that's how I would want to leave too. But I'm selfish. And I'm not ready for Rey Mysterio to leave yet.
Yeah.
There's very few that are still on television and going as well as Rey Mysterio does from our childhood Alora. And I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for it. Don't do it to me. Please.
I don't think they'll do it right now. So
We'll see.
I think we got a while.
Okay. All right. We're going to continue with the Judgment Day here.
Mm-hmm.
There is a tag team ladder match scheduled. We haven't got all the participants yet, but I do believe, of course, Judgment Day is in here. Damian Priest and Finn Balor are champions. The Awesome Truth, I believe. Is that correct? I thought I wrote it down. I thought I wrote it down. Let me see, guys. Let me get the names real quick. The tag team ladder match 2024. We will get the we will get the card for this. That's not telling me anything. Let's see, guys. I am so sorry. I am trying.
Sorry, I had to step away.
That's okay. I'm trying to find who the participants in this is again, because I forgot.
Let's see. I brought it up. Judgment Day versus DIY versus New Day versus Awesome Truth. There's 2 more teams. I think that took place on SmackDown, but I'm not sure who they are.
Okay. The Creed brothers didn't get in, I don't think. Did they?
I don't think so. It doesn't say on here.
Okay. I didn't say he was going to lose. LOL. Oh. No. I know that. I know you didn't say that. But I would be really sad if you did. So but anyway, I don't see another option besides Awesome Truth winning this.
Same.
The Miz, I don't think, has ever been a face at WrestleMania before. Because last year he was the host and he was the recipient of a people's elbow from Snoop Dogg because Shane McMahon tore his quads while he was getting in the ring, just like his dad.
Oh, I know. Gosh.
And R-Truth has never had a WrestleMania moment either. And he has consistently shown the world how to correctly do comedy and wrestling for I don't know how long. And I think that they deserve it. I think they deserve it, and it would be great. Did you see those videos of R-Truth going to talking to Shawn Michaels?
Oh my God, yes.
he kept calling him Johnny Gargano. It was so funny. He was like, Johnny Gargano, if you keep working really hard, you're going to be the next Heartbreak Kid. Good luck. And Shawn Michaels is like, really? And he just closes his office door really slowly.
So funny.
I love R-Truth. I love R-Truth.
Speaking of R-Truth acting crazy and stuff, I wanted to bring this up because I can't believe we forgot. But like one epic line from last night is Drew saying, "You don't do drugs, you don't drink, but you spend all your time in rehab."
To CM Punk, yes, that was hilarious. There is so many good lines during that promo segment. It was hard to bring them up, all of them.
I know.
It was great. All right, Alora, that's all I have on the list. Do you have anything else before we call it a night?
No, not that I know of.
Do you have it? What do we have coming up next? I am going to my episode on Wrestling with Heart with Stanley Carr drops tomorrow. So go follow him, Wrestling with Heart, on all the platforms, and go listen to that as soon as that drops tomorrow. I'm excited about that. So I haven't really been interviewed before, so it was interesting. So I had a lot of fun talking to him. He's a great guy. So go give him a follow. We might have something on Saturday. We're trying to iron out the details on that. So keep a lookout on the page. And we will be here, of course, next week to talk remaining WrestleMania stuff as we head into the weekend. Exciting weekend. And I know I'm pretty sure on next Friday, April the 5th, that I will be doing a watch along. Maybe Alora will be able to join us too if she can. I will be doing a watch along for Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor, so make sure you check that out too. We got a lot of exciting stuff happening here on the page. We're excited about it.
Thank you, and thank you. And yes, we agree.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else?
No. Mina's laying down, so I don't think she has anything else to offer.
Okay. Well, as always, like, share, and subscribe to Peaches and Powerbombs, everybody. Tell your friends. And keep an eye on the page for our upcoming events and shows. And we'll see y'all later. Bye. Good night, sweet Peach. It's time to go. Good night.